Hello everyone, I'm Renzo Mox and welcome back to another Bionicle MOC review. Today we're taking a look at the Mimic from Bio-Rama. So recently, fellow friend and rival Bionic Kasai posted this image, talking about his new MOC, the Mimic. Now this is a Mimic. This has been a thing in Bio-Rama for quite a while. I don't blame him that he forgot. I don't really care. Things have been named Mimics. I mean, you could say I'm ripping off Dark Souls because I got the name Mimic. It's not a completely original thing. It never has been. So, just to clear up, no, these things are not the same species. These are not part of the same lore or anything. They're completely separate things. The Mimic is a thing from the pit in Bio-Rama, and the Mimic is whatever the heck Kasai is doing. I don't even know anymore. The character of Chronos was first introduced in Bio-Rama the movie. Basically, he was a Mimic, and a Mimic has the ability, as you can probably guess, has the ability to copy itself to make it look like whoever it can, but of course it needs sort of an example. It needs to have touched a piece of a set or a being in order to actually copy the physical appearance. So, in Bio-Rama the movie, he copies Tahu's sword, and that's why he looks like Tahu for an entire season. Yes, these two are the same characters. I know. You're like, what? Looking back, I hate the pit. I really don't like any of it. It's all edgy and dumb and just gave me an excuse to kind of tell this stupid dark universe thing that I always wanted to tell as a kid. And yeah, it's dumb. I wish I could go back and retcon it, but it's kind of in the house for... But basically, I kind of built this afterwards, and I tried to take away a lot of the nightmare creature sort of aspects and just kind of make it look like a weird alien, because you know me, I like weird aliens. So it's less scary and more weird and bizarre, I guess. Now his build is a little unconventional, so I'm just going to start with the head and we'll go from there, just because it's not really humanoid figures. And off goes the head. Now originally I started off and I wanted this thing to sort of walk on 3 legs with the head on the top, just because I really wanted to make it look weird and creepy, sort of like a spider or something, but it just wasn't working out for me. I just wanted to go with something a little bit more interesting than that. Believe it or not, I am happy with the end result. It's got tusks, it's got these really long sort of mandibles that stretch out really far. They don't really have any sort of, there's like no traditional bone structure in this thing, so these things can stretch out as far as they want to. It's a mythical creature, so there isn't really any rules here. It comes from basically Bionicle hell, so there's just no restrictions there. I just wanted to make it look weird, creepy, and bizarre. It's got little beady eyes there, and they are the same color as Chronos' eye stalks, so yeah, you can tell it's the same, being. Next up is the torso, and it all basically started with me wanting to use this drill piece. I thought it could look nice for a neck or something like that, so I just wanted to build it up around that. And then the whole sort of torso is built really strangely. It's this weird, like, sort of bird-like creature, almost. It's got a very bird-like structure, so it's got, like, the legs in there, and it's also got this weird little stinger at the back. I don't really know if it would do anything. Probably, I don't know. I added that as flair, and I wanted to bring more trans orange into the color scheme just to make it look like it was sort of going through the body. It's not great, but I just wanted to throw something there, so yeah. The Mimic's got these weird chicken legs. I've always wanted to give it weird chicken legs. That's always been the idea that I wanted to go for, and I think they look okay. I think the thighs look good. I don't think the lower section looks good, and then the bracket section is lazy, but I think it fits with what I was going for. I like the feet pieces that work as the sort of flare coming off of the legs, but the feet themselves are pretty lazy, and the fact that I didn't really texture the back of the thighs or anything like that, it's just not a great build. It's not really what I had envisioned, but I also don't think it's terrible. It could be much worse. It also could be way better. This guy's balancing is also a bit of an issue too. Luckily, the third mandible does act as a support beam, and it actually holds up pretty well. I mean, if you fling him around, he's obviously going to fall, but as is, it does support him well enough. And here he is fully springed out and ready to
capture his next prey.
And as an extra bonus, here's Chronos' original mask. And it's definitely seen better days. The whole goal behind this MOC was to finally show off this character. It's been a long time, and I've been teasing it for a while, and I just wanted to get it out of the way so that I could get that off of my conscience. Because I've had this character in my head for a long time. I've always wanted to make it, and I just never really had the time. But now that I've moved, I've actually had the chance to build it, and I think it's okay. I don't think, honestly, it's not that great. I think I could have done a lot more things a lot better than I actually did. I think a lot of the execution could use some work. I think the concept is there, but I think there needs some work. But the fact of the matter is, I'm most likely going to scrap this MOC afterwards because I don't really need to use it for anything. Chronos was the last Mimic anyways, and he's dead, and I definitely don't want to do anything that has to do with the pit because I don't like the pit that much. Anyhow, I thank you all very much for watching this MOC review. I can't wait to do more, and I will see you guys next time. Goodbye.